As a big guy, over the years, it's become increasingly clear to me that anytime I'm doing any activity, a strange BO begins to singe my nose hairs. But not any BO. This is the bad stuff. The I need to go home and take a shower type BO. And you be in denial as a big guy to say it doesn't exist. You know it does. And so does everyone around you when they walk past you after you stand up out of your chair. However, knowing is winning half the battle because you can do something about it. And I'm going to show you how. I'm Kurt Robinson. This is Big Guy Fly, the Fat Man Smell. Body odor is a result of bacteria on your skin breaking down certain proteins which produce certain acids. These acids then emit an odor which can be perceived to be unpleasant. As big guys, we have a greater surface area of skin, and you might know them as rolls. Because these areas don't get the proper airflow, they're more susceptible to bacteria which breaks down into proteins which ultimately creates more BO. On top of that, your body is so smart that whenever you're stressed or nervous, you got it stress sweat, which produces in your groin and underarm area, which are not ventilated at all, smelling even worse. Besides everything else we got to deal with, nature is stacked up against us in this case. It's time for us to come out swinging. So here are some things that you can do to prevent and even eliminate the fat man smell. I like to break this portion down into two categories. Number one, daily habits, and number two, lifestyle changes. Daily habit number one, you know them and love them, wet wipes. You may know them as the quintessential accessory for babies' bottoms, but wet wipes, unscented wet wipes, are going to give you an extra layer of protection and freshness after doing rigorous activities or even taking a number two. Daily habit number two, unscented body deodorant spray. Now hear me on this. Please stop buying scented deodorant sprays. Once it mixes with your BO, you turn into an instant smelling tacky suit salesman. That's not what you want. Get an unscented spray, hit the parts of your body that you know are problem areas throughout the day, and it'll keep you fresh all day long. Daily habit number three that's going to protect you against the fat man smell is powder. It's almost like we got a baby trend going on here. Wet wipes, powder, but in this case, the basics do work. Powder after showers, or really just after showers. If you throw some powder on in your groin area, underarm areas even, I do sometimes, even on my chest sometimes. You throw some powder on, it's going to keep you dry. Any perspiration that happens, the powder is going to kind of soak up, and it's going to be your first line of defense against the fat man smell. Moving right along, we're going to get into some lifestyle habits. The first lifestyle habit that you can change or pick up is stop eating so much fatty red meat. Now listen to me, I love a steak just as much as the next guy, but what happens is when you start to digest red meat, it leaves a residue in your digestive tract. That residue then begins mixes with the enzymes inside of your body, ultimately comes out as perspiration, and I'm telling you, the smell is worse. I know this from personal experience. Eating too much red meat can cause BO, and it can cause even worse BO than you already had. Lifestyle habit number two has to do with eating, a lot like the first one. Try drinking a little less alcohol. Just like the red meat situation, when you consume alcohol, not, moderately. I'm talking about when you're just downing beers or whatever like that. Now, I love beer and wings just as much as the next guy, but when you consume a lot, what happens is it gets into your body, it begins to break down those sugars, and it all smells the same way when it comes out of your pores. Doesn't matter if it's liquor, beer, wine. If you consume too much, it's going to ultimately come out of your pores, and you're going to be attributing to that fat man smell. All right, lifestyle habit number three, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but try shaving your armpits. Your armpit hair, the rite of passage of 11-year-olds all over the world, is a source of smelly bacteria. The armpit is a very damp and cool place where bacteria likes to live. The hair inside of your armpit is going to absorb the smells from the bacteria. Ask anybody who works in a restaurant or a kitchen. All of the smells in that kitchen gets in their hair. Usually they come home and they just wash their hair out and they still smell like it. It's the same thing in this case. Once that odor gets into the hair of your armpit, it's going to start smelling and attributing to your BO. If you just go ahead and shave it, you can shortcut the process and save on some of that fat man smell. When I came up with the idea for this video, I was in my room and I was thinking, what are some of the things that big guys are going to struggle with? And this is one of them. Hear me out. Hear me from my heart. The whole fat man smell title and everything like that, it's a very real thing. You know it is, and so do I. As your brother in bigness, please take these tips, apply them to your life so that you can be more confident. Ultimately, that's what this whole thing is about. Cutting down on a certain smell or something that may even just be in your mind will help you to be more confident at the task at hand. Who wants to worry about how they smell when they're at work or they're on a date or they're doing this or they're doing that? You got enough things to worry about. Let's get rid of this smell. Let's get rid of this rumor that fat guys smell, which, you know, sometimes turns out to be true, and let's do it together. Anyway, I'm Kurt Robinson. Thank you so much for watching this week. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter at BigGuyFly, and I will see you guys next time.